Alright, time has finally come where I can finally release the Pac-Man World 2 randomizer. The complete randomizer, meaning it randomizes everything that spawns inside the levels, and it also randomizes all levels, loading screens, mazes, movies, music, etc. There is some logic with this, so it helps prevent soft blocks, and it does make sure that some things spawn in specific areas. But yes, these are instructions on how to use the randomizer and how to, well, randomize things. So, first thing you need is you need two prerequisites. The first thing is you need a copy of WinRAR 2000. I will have a copy of this linked in the description below, so go ahead and check that out. Then you also need Python 3.10, which I will have the website linked in the description below, so you can see which one you need and can download the correct one. Lastly, you need these. These are scripts that I have made to randomize things in the game. These will also be linked in the description below. So, first things first. I guess you also have to have a World 2 ISO, but still. This would be for the GameCube version. The PC version, I still need to do some stuff with and mess with this one first to get it completely working, which is why this is in a public beta. So, anyway, first thing you need to do is have Dolphin open. If you haven't yet found your Pac-Man World 2 ISO on your computer and it doesn't show in your game list, what you want to do, go to config, go to paths, and then go and find where your ISO is located. You also need a newer version of Dolphin. As you can see, mine is 5.0-15448. If you have a more recent version of Dolphin, it lets you extract disks with different options, so if you do not have that, I will also link the download page for Dolphin in the description below. Anyway, so after we all have that, what you need to do is right-click your copy of Pac-Man World 2, go to Properties, go to the File System tab, and right-click on your disk, and you should see Extract Entire Disk. If you do not see this option, you have to get a newer version of Dolphin. It has to be a development/beta build. So, whenever you do that, you click Extract Entire Disk, and it extracts your computer. So I will do this, and we can go into... where is it? Here it is. We can go into here. So let's extract it into this folder. After this is extracted, it'll have your files in the correct directories, and you will have to go and locate this ROM, basically. So, whenever that's done, let's go into config, go to paths, and then let's go find where that ROM was located, which mine was right here. So as you can see, there are the files and the sys folder. These folders the files folder has netdata, which has every folder and every level in the game. The sys folder has the main.dol, but you can't see it. So if you select your sys folder, you will see another version of Pac-Man World 2 show up. So if you see a version Pac-Man World 2 0.00 bytes asterisk, that is what you need. So after that, go find, well, I guess you can also go ahead and just copy all of these. Copy everyone that you want. You have to have a run me first and randomizer in your folder though, so make sure to get those. But everything else that you want, you can go ahead and copy. So for me, I want all of it, so I'm going to copy everything and paste it inside of, where is it at? It's right here. Paste it inside of here. If you see the netdata folder, you're in the correct spot. So you're going to paste it right here. This is where you need. So, after you do this, you want to go into netdata, and then you need to go and select all of the forest files. You don't have to select forest 4. All of the ghost files, you don't have to select ghost 4. All of the lava files, you have to select lava 4. Then all of the ocean files except for ocean 3A, ocean 4, and ocean 4A. All of the snow files except for snow 1A and snow 3A, and then all of the tree files, the trees files. When you do this, you'll probably want to store this somewhere else because you're going to need to be able to find these pretty simply. So all I do is go back into the current folder, make a new folder, and call it extracted. And then you're going to paste them here. And then what you want to do is, with a newer version of WinRAR, you can right click and then click extract each archive to separate folder. You'll see this error pop up which just says corrupt header is found for everyone. Don't worry about it. It's just that these were archived with an older version of WinRAR, and the newer version of WinRAR does not know how to handle it. So what you want to do is, after they're all extracted, you can go ahead and delete the rest of the RARs. And then after that, what you want to do is copy all of these folders back into netdata. The reason we copied them to extracted is just so we can have a backup just in case things go wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and paste those in. And then after these get pasted in is when the real fun starts to happen. I will say though that we currently have no way of automating this process, which I'd love to be able to find one out. So if you do know of a way to automize extracting and re-archiving files, then that would be great, and please let me know in the comment section below. All right. So this is now done. Now you can see all these folders here. So what you want to do is make sure that you can still see your Arcadent, your loading, Maze 5B, movies, music, objects, and sounds folders. If you do see those, then you're good. If you don't, you'll probably want to fix something. You'll probably want to make sure what folder you don't have and go find it and re-add it. Then, after you confirm that all of these are in and you still have all of these folders, go back to the main directory. And what you're going to want to do is press Shift and right click with nothing highlighted or selected. If you do it inside of just the window when you're CLC extracted and netdata and all the randomizers, you're going to shift right click in the window somewhere with nothing selected, because if you do it with something selected, you don't see it anymore. And you're going to click open PowerShell window here. Then you can see that you can see the path to where you are now, which is PMW2 stuff, GCISO edits, randomizer test files, which that is correct if you look up in here. So yes, this is just a quick way to get to here when you need it. And then to run the runmefirst.py, you're going to type py runmefirst.py. Alternatively, you could right click rename, press Ctrl and A, Ctrl C, and then instead of typing this out entirely, you can just paste it. But then you're going to run me first, and there. What this just did is it randomized all of your levels, so enemies, smoothies, aka power-ups, and fruit, lives, health, checkpoints. Most things that you can think of are completely random. Oh, and the end levels are also random, so you have to go find those. So then you go into here. After this is done and you don't see any errors here, if it just goes into the next line with this, then what you want to do is you'll need to open up your copy of WinRAR 95. And this does happen sometimes. I'm not exactly sure why it does. So if this happens, you want to go ahead and go find your setup file, which mine is right here. You want to rerun it and reinstall it. And there you go. I don't exactly know why that happened. It's probably something to do with outdated, outdated software. Anyway, so then what you want to do is go find where your ISO is, or you can also extract WinRAR to where your ISO is. But since I did not, I have to go find it. It's on my desktop. It is on NW2 stuff, GCISO edits, and then it would be under the randomizer test folder. And then in files, in netdata, so now you are in this location that you can see all your level RARs, and you can see all the folders that you just extracted. So what you want to do is now you need to go into netdata. You need to open each and every folder by itself so you can see everything that's inside of it. You're going to click Control A and then move this over in here. Also, just to make this quicker, you can select what you're replacing, and then it'll pop up right here. Compression, you can do fastest, it doesn't matter, this just speeds it up a little bit. Then click OK. And then you'll see that all of these archives are being updated with all of the files that are there. To make this even faster, so you don't have to do it every time manually, you can go into compression, fastest, and then click OK, and options, save options, and click OK. And there you go. So now you don't have to click, fastest every time. So then you're gonna do that for every single folder. The quickest way to do it is to go into the next folder that you're gonna do while it's extracting. So as you can see here, I'm just going into each folder. Wait, did I just accidentally do? No. I'm gonna redo this just in case. If you mess up, you can always just go back and be like, hey, I don't think I did this folder correctly. And you can just do it. So yeah, then Force 4 we don't have, so we move on to Ghost 1. Yeah, this is pretty much the entirety of what you have to do right now. Again, if anyone knows a way to prevent this or to circumvent it, please let me know in the description and I will try my best to implement it, because this is very tedious. But yes, you just keep doing this until you go down the entire line of things that you need to put into, until you go down the entire line of levels that you're putting into your game. It's a bit tedious, but honestly, it's not too long. For the most part, it's pretty quick. But yeah, there's only about 20 levels, I think, and most of them are small. But yeah, so now you need to make sure not to do loading, maze, 5B, movies, or music, or objects. Only the levels. So if you do any other folder, you could have an issue. Again, if you also have any comments or suggestions or anything, please leave them in the description, in the comments below, so I can see them and, you know, make sure that things are ironed out. If there's any issues or if you have any questions or anything like that. I will say this is in a public beta, so that means that there's still a lot of things that can go wrong. So for instance, the end of the level is a portal, and if it spawns somewhere that you can't touch the ground, aka if you ledge grab something and you grab it, you won't be able to move. So you'll have to exit level and go back in and maybe try and find another way to get around that. I will say that there are a lot of things in the game that you can prevent a soft lock with. For instance, if you have an end level over a pit, you can just go from a different angle more than likely. But if you genuinely can't figure it out, or you're having issues and levels won't load for whatever reason, then I will leave my Discord in the description, and please DM me on Discord your issue and your script.txt file from that level. And I will try my best to fix it and patch it. Okay, and with that, we are done with all levels. So, You can leave these here, but just for simplicity and ease of, you know, ease of access and all that, I'm gonna go ahead and delete them all. Yeah. So there we go. Again, after you're done, make sure that you have all of arcade loading, maze 5P, movies, music, and objects. Okay, so as you can see, they're all gone in here now too. So you're done with that. That's the most difficult part. And then you need to go and find your you need to go back to your directory and find the script that you want. So for me, for instance, I want everything randomized, so I'll leave everything in here. If you didn't want everything randomized, then you could go ahead and take some of these out. You'll see stuff saying that, like, if you take, say, you take one of these out. Here, I'll just go ahead and take them all out for now so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. We'll put them in extracted. So if I run py randomizer.py, you'll see that it says no such file or directory. That's okay. As long as you have one of them in here and you don't get all of them to be errors, then that means it's still randomized. The ones that you took out, it's just saying, hey, this script doesn't exist, in this directory at least. So that's okay. That's not an issue. But if you see anything else, like, say, a longer error saying, hey, there's an issue at this line or something like that, then that's when you have to worry. So, since I want everything, I'm going to go ahead and put these back into here. And then we're going to run randomizer.py again. And there we go. And that just does exactly what these say. This one randomizes the levels, this one randomizes the loading screens and the loading animations. This one randomizes all the mazes in the game. This one randomizes all the movies, in-game cutscenes, and this one randomizes the music. I will be making a music tutorial, a custom music tutorial in a separate video if you wanted to add custom music into Pac-Man World 2. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pause my music just so you can hear everything. Alright, so now that this is here, we know that this one is in this directory. I'm going to go ahead and remove this one just so I don't accidentally click the wrong one. I'm also going to turn my audio up a little bit. And then now comes the moment of fun. You get to finally open it up and see everything that was randomized. So let's go ahead and check it out. I'm going to speed up a bit in the beginning. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. And that's why it's a good reason to have a backup of the ISO, just in case something like that happens. Something happened in my folders, and I believe that I accidentally deleted a folder. It was probably the sounds folder. So, yes, that has fixed now. I can launch the game. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and rerun the other folders, the other files, which is loading, movies, and music. So we're going to do those individually. So py randomize underscore loading dot py randomize underscore, it was movies and music, movies dot py, and then we can just do music. There we go. All right. So now we get to go play. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think it was just the sound files. Okay. So as you can see, yes, all the loading screens are randomized and the music is randomized. Let me go ahead and turn this up a little bit more. Oh yeah, it's pretty exciting. So let's go ahead and go into the new game. I don't think I have all levels code on, but I might. Let's see. So the first cutscene in the game is the ending of the game. Let's go. All right. So what level do we have first? Blade Mountain. Alright. Blade Mountain with Magma Opus music. Alright. But yeah, as you can see, there's a shark. That's not supposed to be here. There's a chrome ball up there. There's a Galaxian. So one thing with this is that Galaxians can teleport you. If there's another one in the level, you'll go to the very last one in the level. So that's just something to be careful with. As of now, there is no way to like add in like teleporters or something to levels so that, you know, soft locks like that don't happen. But yeah. So, yeah, I already have a 100% complete file. So there's the level select music. I don't know what this is from, but all the arcade music too is also in the game. So, let's go check out bare basics, see what this level is. Packed Up Pond. Packed Up Pond is actually Packed Up Pond, or its loading screen was for Packed Up Pond. But yeah. So this is the extent of where randomization is in Pac-Man World 2 right now. Let's go see if we can find a level end really quickly. And let's just, you know, hope it's not like extremely out of the way. Okay, this actually seems like it's not randomized. That was a me issue. That wasn't a randomizer issue. There we go. There's another level. That's randomized. Okay. Yeah. This is pretty, oh gosh. Pretty insane and chaotic. Oh, yeah, mines also appear and they can be in boxes. Pookie cannons don't really do anything. That's what those things are called, by the way, the green flowers. Let me go see if I can find the end of the level. Oh god. Oh, wow, okay. There was just a bunch of Pachycytes. So Pachycytes can spawn in groups of up to 10. So watch out for that. Sharks can kill you, by the way. Instantly. So also watch out for that. I didn't even check this box. Yeah, I did. It was life. Okay. Okay. So for this, I'll probably have to butt bounce out of the pack dot chain. There we go. I didn't realize these guys were right here and just waiting for me. Alright. Let me see if I can find the end of the level really quickly. This is also a good example of some required... So this is some logic right here. If you... There we go. In bare basics, a chrome ball will always spawn. There will always be one at the very final section. Just so you can get underwater and check those boxes. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy your time with the Pac-Man World 2 Randomizer. See you all later.